Welcome, 7th standard students. Yesterday we studied about the written sources. Today we will think about the oral sources. We understand various aspects of the folk life through the literatures, folk literatures, traditionally which is passed on from generation to generation. That some examples are there. OVs, folk songs are there, povadas are there, folk tales are there, legends and myths. Such type of sources are also called as oral sources of history. Oral sources means which are the informations, what are the information in there, which is passed, which is orally passed by generations. To that we can call as oral sources. Folk songs are there, myth stories are there, gathas, veer gathas are there, shloks are there, abhangas, povadas, proverbs. These are the oral sources passed by generation, and we also use the same and we will pass to the next generation. History is written with the help of the three types of sources mentioned above, that written sources, material sources and oral sources. For writing history, these three sources are important. That even after it has been written down, that research on it goes on continuously. If we write our history with these three sources, then also the research on history goes on continuously there. New source and informations come to light through this research. Another sources, other researchers came in light through these sources, that through this research, then history has to be written accordingly, that rewritten. So once again we can write the history on the basis of these these evidence. That we can see that our history books and those of our parents and grandparents different to certain extent. That if we see our history textbook and our fathers, mothers or our grandfathers history book, little difference is there. One example, they gave that the Povada of the Tanaji, that given below is an extract from the Povada composed by the Tulsidas Shahir, that he portrayed the Kondhana's campaign in it orally, that how the Kondhana campaign was there. The Povada contains beautiful characteristic sketches of the Tanaji's, Shelar Mama, Shivaji Maharaj and Veer Mata Jijabai. Miss between them, what are the dialogues are there? Discussion is there, that they gave that मामा बोलाया तो लागला, 80 वर्षाचा म्हातारा लगीन राहिले रायवाचे, तो मजला सांगावी. माझ्या तानाजी सुभेदार जे गेले सिंहगडाला, त्याचे पाठीरे पाहिले नाही पुढाले पाहिले, ज्याने अंबारे खाईला. बाठा बुजरा लाविला, त्याचे झाड होनी आंबे बांधले, किल्ला हाती नाही आला, सिंहगड किल्ल्याची वार्ता काढू नको तानाजी सुभेदार. जे गेले सिंहगडाला ते मृणशी गेले, तुमचा सपाटा होईल असे बोलू नका रे मामा, आम्ही सूरमर्द क्षत्री नाही भिनार मरणाला. So it is information, means what is that conservation. When the Shivaji Maharaj he reached there to give invitations to Miss Tanaji Malusari, when he reached to meet when he met to Shivaji Maharaj to give his invitations of his son's marriage, that time they discuss and how the condition that those who went to the Kondana they never returned. So that information they gave here. Next, evaluation of the sources of history, the last point, that is it is necessary to take certain precautions before using these sources of history. Before to use these sources of history, we have to take some certain precautions. We have to take some precautions. We have to take that. We have to put our steps carefully, cautiously. That we have to examine their authenticity and see which are genuine and which are fake. That what are the sources are there, we have to see there whether they are genuine, whether they are original, what are the information is there, whether it is correct or not, or some of the information or fake news are there, or just false information are there, that we have to check. Their quality can be determined with the help of internal standard. Their quality we can be examined with the help of internal standard, that we have to check with what other sources are there, evidence are there. We have to be we have to do comparisons in them. We also have to study the integrity of the writers, their personal interest, the period in which they live, and also the political pressures on them. One who is writing history, the person's mentality, in which period or in which year he lived, that whether any political pressure on him or not, is he belong from any specific side or not, or is he attracted towards some of the specific religion, emperor, that also you have to see. Suppose someone is like Shivaji Maharaj, then always he prays to the Shivaji Maharaj, he give the more importance to Shivaji and neglect to the Mughals there. It should not. The one who is writing history, he should not be liking this or that. So for him both should be same there. It is also important to see whether they rely on hearsay or give an eyewitness account. What is the information they give, that whether they just give by hearsay, means by saying of someone's word, that or they have any eyewitness. That suppose someone tell that he told like in this way, sometime we'll also complain that this boy is saying to me like in this way, then teacher will ask that, miss, he has taken my pen, have you seen that? Then we'll say that yes, I have seen. Then it is eyewitness. Or if you just say that no, I heard someone told me like this, he was looking in my bag, so it is a hearsay, we can say that. We should not be trusted sometime that. If we have miss what is that, if eyewitness is there, if someone has seen, then it is okay. Without seeing we cannot tell that surely. Eyewitness is important, that by saying someone's words we should not be trust. We need to consider the exaggerations, metaphors and other literary devices they use. That what are the literary devices are there, exaggerations, some metaphors, some of the words they use to praise, that also important. That their information has to be verified with the help of other contemporary sources. What are the another contemporary sources are available, on the basis of their contemporary sources we have to be examined properly. The information we have to verify. The Shivaji Maharaj history means during the Shivaji Maharaj, those with the other emperors, their informations also we have to study. In their history when we are learning, then we will get a little bit information about the Shivaji Maharaj also there. So we have to be examine that the information may be one-sided, contradictory or exaggerated. Sometimes information is from one-sided, sometimes it is exaggerated. More information they give that by adding some of the other things, that simply they will add some more words to increase someone's value. They add that more word, that important there. The sources have to be subjected to a critical analysis. What are the sources are there? We have to critically analyze to these sources, that we have to examine. The author's impartiality and neutrality are very important in writing history. One who is an author, his impartiality, his neutrality is important. For example, matches are going on, cricket matches going on, umpire should be neutral, that impartiality should be there. Or if he is giving someone's favors, right, then we will see that umpire also from there, so they will be cheating. In school also sometimes teacher is doing partiality, giving first hard punishment, and he is not giving for them hard punishment, he is giving to them slow punishment. So we can say that at the time thoughts will come in our mind, he is doing partiality. So one who is writing history, that person should be neutral. He should not from any one side. He should be neutral there. For him both sides are equal. That. So in this way, this lesson we have completed today, first lesson of our 7th standard. Exercise is there that you complete and write in notebook, and their photos you send me up to tomorrow. When you will come on Monday, then we will start the next second lesson of the 7th standard. Thank you.